My name is Joe Taft, and I'm the director of the Exotic Feline Rescue Center. The Exotic Feline Rescue Center was founded in 1991 to provide a home for big cats that were abused, abandoned, or had nowhere to go. We started here in 1991 with 3 cats. Now we have something like 215.
And they said when they turned Otai and Tony 3 loose in here was the first time they felt grass.
What I choose to do is actually work the front gate and take people on tours. I found this place back in 2002 and came out, and I just fell head over heels in love. Been on safari twice and have never been this close to big exotic cats.
Once I graduated university, I wanted to work with big cats. I wanted to work somewhere, and I applied for about 40 jobs in 6 different countries, and I got an offer from these guys to come out for an internship. So I came out last winter and started working here, and towards the end of my internship I applied for a job and got an offer of a job here.
When we take an animal in here, we make a commitment to provide it a home for the rest of its life, as well as a commitment to provide that animal with top-flight veterinary care, which we do through a clinic here on our facility and in a cooperation with the University of Illinois School of Veterinary Medicine.
India is one of our 2 white tigers. India came to us from a breeder. He didn't like her size or her coloring and didn't want her. She was too small. She was too creamy and too chocolatey looking. India actually has a degenerative retinal problem that we can't correct, unfortunately. We've actually given 20 cats back their sight with cataract surgery. White tigers are very, very inbred. There's a lot of genetic problems, which probably pretty much explains why India is blind with a degenerative retinal problem. Even though India is blind, she knows her surroundings and she can get around her enclosure. She just doesn't have a large vat of water or a climbing tower like the rest of the cats do, but she's got a good life here.
I was a former pet owner. I have kept big cats since the mid-60s. I kept big cats in a very private sort of way, and it wasn't until 1990 that I had any contact with what they call the photo booth business, where people will take these animals as babies to shopping malls and carnivals and wherever they get a chance and take your picture holding a cub. My first contact with this kind of a venue showed me tigers that had been left locked in a Volkswagen van for several months, who were in physically bad condition, psychologically terrible condition, and that's what motivated me to start the center. I complained about the situation that I originally encountered. The man was brought up on criminal charges, and I ended up with his tigers. We see some private owners who take extremely good care of these animals, better care than you see in most big zoos. Unfortunately, 90% or more of the private owners we see are not equipped or prepared to take care of these animals. These are potentially very dangerous animals. They take specialized equipment, specialized housing, specialized vet care, and unfortunately most people are not able to provide that.
King came to us when he was about 18 months old. He was actually someone's pet up in Wisconsin. They purchased King when King was 5.5 weeks old, and King started to grow and grow and grow, and it got to the point where King was eating 30 pounds of meat a day, and it got too expensive. They got tired of paying for this. They got tired of taking care of King. They were actually going to put King down and mount his head, even though he was a pet. A neighbor found out, and she said, give me 48 hours to find a rescue facility, and if I can find one, then let me save King's life. Well, she found us.
We try and enrich their environments as much as we can. We try and give them new and different things to play with. They've all the tigers have water tanks to play with. They jump in and out of there. In the winter they'll break the ice and still play with it. They all have boomer balls as well that they bat around the cages. We just try and keep them happy, keep them well fed, keep them content. You know, you see a lot of our cats rolling around on their backs looking quite comfortable and happy.
And I have absolutely fallen in love with telling people about the kitty cats here, the lions and the tigers and their stories and the kind of love that they're getting now. I just absolutely love coming out.